Good morning, students. In the last session, we have completed about the microsporogenesis. Now we will see what is pollen grain and what is included in the structure of pollen grain. Now, pollen grain represents the male gamete of phyte. This pollen grain you might have seen in the different flowers. For example, the common example we can say that of hibiscus, which is also known as shoe flower. In that flower, we can say see the small sticky and yellowish color small particle like structures are there. The structures are nothing but the pollen grain. When you prepare the temporary slide, you can observe the clear structure of the pollen grain. So in different flowers, different size, shape, pattern and more different you can say number of pollen grains are present in the different flowers. Now if we observe the structure of the pollen grain, the diameter of the pollen grain is about 25 to 50 micrometer. It has two wall layer. The outer wall is hard, which is known as exine, and the inner wall is thin, which is known as intine. The outer wall consists of one of the organic material that is known as sporopollenin. I repeat once again, the outer hard wall of the pollen grain is known as exine and it contains one of the organic material known as sporopollenin. What is the specialty of this sporopollenin is that it can resist strong acids, alkali and can tolerate very high temperature also. Now, up till now, no enzymes have been found which can degrade this sporopollenin structure. And because of the presence of this sporopollenin in the exiled outer wall, we can preserve the pollen grain as fossils also. Now, second layer is the intine layer, that is the inner layer, which is a continuous layer is there. It is made up of cellulose and pectin. Now, whenever pollen grain it is in mature condition, it is having the two cell stage, or you can say it is divided into two cell structure. The first structure is the vegetative cell, which is a large cell and it stores the food material also. And second cell it is a smaller, which is known as the generative cell. Generally, the generative cell is just floating in the cytoplasm of vegetative cell. So these are the two cell structure of the pollen grain, and generally 60% of the angiospermic plants they liberate their pollen grains in this two cell structure. The remaining species flowers they liberate the pollen grain in more than two cell structure. In that condition, what happens, the generative cell divide mitotically and give rise to two male gametes, and in this way three cell stage occurs. Now, moreover, in the past, pollen grains and also in the present have been considered as an allergens. Now, you know more clear about the allergens. Allergens, they are the substances that are responsible for causing the allergy. So, this pollen grain generally they are responsible for causing many respiratory problems like asthma, bronchitis, and many other respiratory problems. One of the common example of causing this allergy disease is one of the example of the pollen grain as an allergen, that is Parthenium is there, which is known as the carrot grass, which has came to India along with the imported wheat, and now it is responsible for causing the pollen allergy. Another specialty of the pollen grain nowadays at present in the western countries, pollen grains have been used as a food supplement. Now why they are used as a food supplement? They are very much rich in nutrients. So from this pollen grains the tablet syrups can be prepared, and they have been also used by the athlete person and the horse races to improve their performance. Another specific quality of the pollen grain is that the pollen grain they can be preserved at minus 196 degrees centigrade, that is known as liquid nitrogen, and we can further use in the future days in the breeding programs. Now in the breeding programs means if we want to breed a particular variety of the plant, if the pollen grains are available, then we can easily do the breeding program and we can get the desirable characteristics in the many of the plants. So students, this was about the pollen grain, its structure, what is the importance. Whenever the structure and the importance and the wall layer it is asked, you have to mention all this point. I hope this video explains about more clearly for the pollen grain. Thank you.